is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. I'm going to start with the strategic plan. And last month at the board meeting, the board did approve an updated strategic plan. We had last done a strategic plan in 2020, so it was time to update it. Many of those objectives had been achieved, or some were even just not important anymore. So we did update that. We had a board subcommittee that's been working on this since last fall. And the board did approve the new strategic plan at their March meeting. So today I want to go over this a little bit because you're going to start seeing the strategic plan a little bit more in the manager's report and in the board packet. So strategic plan that we have has 5 strategic goals, and those are communications and marketing, community governance and operational structure, financial planning, insurance, risk management, and public safety, technology, and then land use, facilities, and infrastructure. And each of these strategic goals sets the goal and then also has long-term objectives. So these long-term objectives are 5-year goals for the board. And what a strategic plan is really the goals of the board and management for the path of the community. And so the strategic plan leads us on that path and shows us where we want to go, and will be updated as we change those priorities or change our goals for the community. It's a living document that can be changed at any time, but ideally we'll be changing it just once a year annually. So I just want to go over some of these with you now. So the long-term objectives, again, are 5-year goals. And then we also have 1-year action plans. 1-year action plans are what we want to accomplish this year. The way that we're going to show those 1-year action plans is this calendar that we have. And if you look at the board packet, at the end of the board packet we've had a punch list. This is going to replace that punch list now. And what this is, it shows all of our 1-year action plans for this year. At the end of the board meeting, the last thing the board does before they adjourn the regular meeting and go into ES is go through that punch list. Starting in April, we'll start going through this calendar. The colors on this show the progress of those 1-year action plans. So there's different colors. Green means that it's in progress and on track. Yellow could mean there's an issue with it. Red is it's off track. Purple is pending. And then blue means that we've completed that 1-year action plan. Each month I'm going to update the color to show the progress that we've had. If there's issues, and you do see some yellow here for issues, we'll state that. And then in the manager's report, which is included in the Hemlock News and also the board packet, I'll go through these 1-year action plans each month, and I'll highlight the progress that we've made or any issues that we're having. And then once a quarter I'll put this calendar into the Hemlock News so everybody can see that progress in case you're not looking at it in the board packet. So let me go through some of the highlights of the 1-year action plans and things that we'll be working on this year. And again, I'll be highlighting these in the manager's report starting this month in April. So a few of them are to conduct in-house surveys to assist the board in prioritizing future projects. You've already seen one survey that the communications staff put out asking how you like to get your news from the association. There's another survey that we're working on now that's going to talk about the hours of the clubhouse. We want to continue to use surveys to help the board and help direct the board on the priorities of the membership. Another one is to campaign to have paperless communications as we enhance options for online payments for members. This is a goal that we've had for a couple years and it's been a little slower than we really wanted, but we do want to continue to make progress with the ultimate goal that those that prefer paperless would be able to log in, see their account, and pay online. Another one is update the codes to utilize them to amplify and supplement the bylaws. If you've been paying attention to the board the past few months, we have been putting more code changes in almost on a monthly basis on things that need to be changed on those codes. And the goal of the board and management is each month to have another code change coming through. So hopefully by the end of the year, many of the changes that we know we have to make can be done by the end of this year. Another one is develop a plan for improving training programs for volunteers, management, and staff. And one idea here is that we do a training for committee chairs each September. We want to enhance that training and really help our chairs even more with running their committee meetings in the future. Assess the current procedures and practices to keep the community safe from outside threats and make any necessary adjustments. We've been dealing with this for the past 18 months here, and Bill and his staff have made adjustments. We want to continue to assess the outside threats to the community and make sure that Hemlock Farms is as safe as possible. Assign a committee to start developing long-term financial plans for big projects. We do have an ad hoc committee. They haven't met in a few years, but we do want to get them back together to start talking about this. This year we're doing a very big stormwater and water main project on Forest Drive. There's more of those that need to happen. We also know that the dams and what's going to happen with the dams is coming up. So we want to be prepared and be proactive to look at how we're going to fund these big projects and be prepared when they come down the line in the next 5 to 10 years. Enhance and regularly evaluate the use of surveillance tools at community facilities. We're already doing this at Fawn Hill. At the last board meeting, we talked about adding more cameras at the Fawn Hill Park, around the playground for sure, based on the incident that happened there last year. So, determine options for funding and paying for the dam repairs. As I mentioned, we're going to have an ad hoc looking at that. The dams are probably 3 or 4 years before we get to those, but we want to be prepared again. Evaluate the energy efficiency of facilities and make recommendations for improvements. We're already doing this at the clubhouse, looking at the boilers over there and how we can be more efficient. We want to do that with all facilities and make sure that we plan for that and make adjustments so that we can be more efficient in the facilities. Conduct a review of the website and make improvements for navigation and layout in order to increase member accessibility. This is something we've been doing this all this year, and we're starting to roll out those now. And I think in the next month or so you'll see some good improvements to the website, make it easier to navigate it and make it easier to find the information you're looking for on the website. Increase the number of members who have access to the app. We have a great app. Unfortunately, we don't have many that use it. And from the survey that Communications put out, there's not many that utilize it, so we want to change that. So we're going to be really pushing that app this year and getting more members to use that app. If they need help downloading that or logging into it, we'll help them with that. But we want to use that app more and make it more efficient and effective for the membership. And then just one last I want to highlight is the research options for backup internet options for facilities and install the best solution. And this came up at the storm last November where most of us were out of power for over a day and we didn't have internet, and our facilities struggled without that, especially public safety with the dispatch and the phones over there. We're in the process of looking for a backup internet and what would work in the event that this could happen again. And we do need a backup internet, so that's another one that we have. So again, this is all brand new, but starting this month in the manager's report and in the Hemlock News, I'll be highlighting these action plans and showing what the progress we're making for our goals for this year. Reminder that barcode registration is now open. That is until July 17th, but get it taken care of now so you don't have to worry about it in summer or at the deadline. You can email your vehicle registration copy of that to vehicles@hfca.com, and it makes it easy so you don't have to come into the administration office. Remind everybody that the office is closed today for Good Friday, but it does open again tomorrow, Saturday at 9 a.m. regular hours. That's all I have for this week. Check out Zappy in the Digging Deeper video. Also check out Nicole in the Hemlock Hangout, and she's got a special thank you to the men's club for the help that they gave us with the billiards tables over at the clubhouse, and I also want to thank the men's club for their help in getting that project done. That's all I have. Everybody have a happy Easter and a blessed Passover.